Welcome back, everybody. We are at episode 2 of Interventions and Detentions. I'm Brad.
And I'm Kylie. And we are going to talk about the holiday season. It's the holiday season.
So whoop-de-doo.
Those are the only words we know.
That's right. We don't know what we're doing, but it is the holiday season, and whether you work in an elementary building or school setting, holidays bring a lot of stress.
A lot of stress.
And fun.
A lot of good times.
A lot of good times.
A lot of joy. A lot of,
joy to the world.
A lot of singing.
But
there can also be, it can be challenging for staff, for kids. So we want to talk about the fun times because you know that elementaries are crazy around this time. But we also want to talk about some of the challenges that we see in our staff and our students and some ways that we try to help everybody.
Try to find that balance.
Yep.
And so we're going to start with, we kind of went back and forth this week of what do we start with, the fun stuff or the challenges. So let's talk about challenges first and get that out of the way so we can talk about fun stuff. I don't know, I'd rather end on a positive than
Yeah. This is supposed to be fun. So we did find some new sound effects, so we may be throwing those in as we go.
I never know. I don't think we have a boat horn, but
no, we're not really great at them yet, but we'll let you know.
We'll let you
know. You may be surprised.
So I guess for challenges in an elementary building at Christmas time is behavior.
Yeah, definitely.
I think what the issue has become, and I've seen this for years, is when the holidays approach, behaviors start to escalate. And even in kids that we don't normally see behavior issues from, we'll see behavior issues.
Yep.
And I really believe that for a lot of our kids, it's the notion of things are going to be different for the next 2 weeks. After tomorrow, our last day of school, a lot of our students have a lot of uncertainty, whether that's in who's going to be home, who's going to be taking care of me, how much food do we have, just a lot of things like that. So we see kids getting stressed, and we know the adults get stressed too, but definitely it's not just about excitement overload. For a lot of our kids, it is like, hey, it's Christmas, we're going to have presents and we're going places and family, and
but not everybody has that.
Right.
And that can be hard. And for staff too. But I also think, along with those, I agree with all that, Brad, but I think too, just kind of getting out of a normal routine. The last probably 2 weeks, we've had some testing, a lot of testing, a lot of
full moon.
We had a virtual day.
Cancellation.
We had a 2 hour delay. We've had a lot. But it just, and especially this last week with all the parties and just the different activities you're doing, it just gets you out of a routine. And I know for me, when I get out of a routine, I get stressed. I get more stressed. And we don't think maybe that it's going to affect our kiddos and, it's fun and those kind of things. But some of these kids really thrive on those routines. And so I think that can cause some anxiety and uncertainty too.
Absolutely. So with all those things in mind, what do we do to help support these kids in this time? And there's lots of things that we have in place here in our building. Obviously brain breaks, timeouts, things to help get the kids refocused on learning versus whatever it is that's stressing them out. We do a lot of talking with kids. At this age, to me, it's not about consequences as much as it is about learning experiences. So we talk through the behaviors and choices that we could make next time.
We do a lot of extra check-ins, so we'll just kind of pop into classrooms. We'll, like Brad said, kind of pull kids out, talk to them, just give them a little extra boost, because sometimes they just need to know that there's an extra set of eyes watching them, an extra person there that they can count on that's going to kind of keep them accountable. And we've seen that be pretty helpful too for kiddos.
It's very, very helpful. Just anything that we can do to support them. Obviously, getting the parents involved too. We like to contact parents and get their support and let them know, what is happening at school and how we are supporting their child when they are in need of a little boost-a-roo.
Absolutely. And one thing that we've been lucky enough to kind of provide for our students and our staff this year is a sensory room. And
tell us about the sensory room, Kylie.
Yeah, absolutely. So we wrote a grant, 2 grants actually, for a sensory room last year and kind of finally got it set up in the beginning of this year. But just a place in our building where kids, adults, anyone can go when they just need to kind of regulate themselves, whether they're upset and they need to kind of come down from that. Maybe they're sad. maybe they're just overstimulated with anxiety, with stress, those kind of things. It's just a quiet place with a lot of different choices that kids can make for what they need for themselves. And it's just we're so lucky to have it. Or it's just a great place, and we've really utilized it a lot during this time. I think we're going to probably have another pod episode about the sensory room, probably, so we don't want to go into too much detail now, but it's just a really great place, and it's been really helpful, especially this week.
Yeah,
so.
It is. It's great to see it getting used. It's very data-driven. Kylie and our school psych/counselor, Kristen Alexander, has done a very good job of setting up QR codes to scan kids in when they come in, so we know who's using it, when they're using it.
What zone of regulation they're in.
Yeah, what zone of regulation. That's really big in our building this year. So it's really been a great tool and asset for our kids and our staff, too. So
it's been really good.
It's been cool. Looking into some tips and takeaways, ideas for other educators that are dealing with some of the same things that we've been dealing with this week leading up, is just finding that, again, I keep going back to that word balance, like the balance of fun versus the balance of school still happening. How can we better meet the needs of our kids during this highly unstructured time? So I don't know that we have the magic cure for any of that, but magic spell.
Magic spell.
I wish we could wave the wand and make things all just hunky-dory during this time of year, but keeping routines, we talked about that. That's really probably the most beneficial thing that we can do, even though this is the most out-of-routine week that we can have.
Absolutely. But I think, just making sure the kids know that you're there, and I know as adults, we're stressed during this time too, but trying to keep that from the kids so we're not putting our stresses onto them is definitely an important thing. So, we definitely don't have all the answers, but we just want to share kind of what has been working for us or what's not been working for us. So.
And communication is key, too, not only from us as educators, but parents and families at home. Talking to your kids about what plans are happening over Christmas, where you're going to be going, who you're going to see, what you're going to do, those kind of things. And just reassure students that everything's going to be okay, and we're going to have that sense of stability no matter what it is that we're doing out of the normal routine.
Absolutely. Well, Brad, I think we got the boring stuff out of the way.
Yeah, now let's get to the fun stuff a little bit here. Let's talk about
what everybody really wants to know. Drum roll, please.
Need a hi-hat.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the fun that we've been having here at...
We have had quite the fun.
Oh, my goodness.
Just one thing. I mean, we do a lot, and we do a really good job over all the holidays, I feel like, here, and I think it's great because at primary schools, you can do that because it's just the kids want to have fun. We've had dress-up days since the first day of December.
Yep.
So
15 days.
14, tomorrow will be 15 days of dress-up days, and you know what? We've loved every one of them.
We have. And we keep them simple because we don't want parents to have to run out and buy, $80 outfits for their kids. This is stuff that they can do by finding just the regular things that they have around the house, but we keep them holiday themed. So, we've had everything from Snowman Day to Lump of Coal Day and wear black. That was fun.
Candy cane.
Socks. Your favorite Christmas socks.
Christmas hats.
Positive Christmas t-shirt. Flannel. Pajama Day tomorrow. So it's... the kids love it, and it's not mandatory. Obviously, we tell parents, if they can participate, great. If they don't, it's okay, too. It's not a big deal. I will say
the staff loves it, too, though. I mean, for me, my favorite one this week, I dressed up, and along with our secretary, as a Christmas tree.
That was pretty cool.
Full-on Christmas tree, and it was wonderful.
They thought we were going to have to trim some branches, but,
Hey, we made it.
You made it. It worked out well. And it's fun to see people get creative and come up with ideas and take a theme like Christmas tree and go 100 miles an hour with it. So the dress-up days are always an easy, fun thing to do. I know a lot of schools do that stuff. We also did door decorating this year. So teachers were encouraged to wrap their doors and decorate them however they wanted to, which led to a contest that we're in the middle of right now for students to...
Drum roll, please.
Oh.
We don't have the winner yet, but we will find out tomorrow. So.
And when that happens, there's going to be a lot of cheering. Loving the sound effects today.
Yeah, sorry, we are new to the sound effects, so we apologize for all our viewers having to listen to those today.
But we're letting kids vote with their iPads. They get to see all the doors, and they can choose two, I think it is. They can, because obviously I want to vote for my own classroom door if I get the chance, but there might be another door that looks really, really cool that I'd like to vote for. So we're letting them vote for two doors, and we'll put that out on our social media. We use our social media a lot to share the fun things about.
Really good at social media.
Thank you. But we like to share all these things to our parents of what our kids are doing and what our staff's doing, whether it's Christmas or just a normal day too. So what else do we have going on that's fun?
Wow.
I know
where did that come from?
From the diaphragm.
Okay, that was a
fun.
And here he might need his own sound effect, I guess. We've done Secret Santa for staff, so if staff want to participate, we've done Secret Santa, which has been a lot of fun. And we can get into that in a little bit, some of the fun things that people have gotten for Secret Santa gifts. But one of my favorite things we've done this month, I guess, the last couple weeks, this week. This whole month has kind of ran together a little. So we have a Mr. T elf cutout that has been hidden around the school. And when you find it, you have to take a selfie with him and then re-hide him. And every time you take a selfie and you send it in to our secretary, you get a prize. So it has been a lot of fun to watch people hide it and then try to sneak up and find the elf. And then
getting pretty competitive,
it's
too.
It's getting a little too competitive probably, but it's a lot of fun. We're having a blast with it.
A little bit of almost cheating going on.
There's been some cheating.
Maybe creativeness.
We won't name names.
Miss Fields.
But we won't name names.
No, should
we beep that out?
Too late. And one more time.
But
no, just people getting into it,
getting their kids involved. It's been a lot of fun. So shout out to Beth Spencer, our secretary, for coming up with that.
She makes it fun.
Oh, I'm looking for a.
How about a clap? Good job, Beth.
Beth Spencer, everybody. All right, so. But that's been a lot of fun. We also, what else have we done, Brad?
Oh my gosh, go back to Secret Santa a little bit. Let's talk about that because we
Santa.
kind of teased it there, dangled it, and then we took it away talking about the Secret Elf. But Secret Santa has been fun because you get to really see some quirkiness about people, I think, and their gift giving and their gift receiving, and I don't know. It's hard to explain unless you kind of live Secret Santa, and I think many people do the Secret Santa thing in schools.
So how we do it, and it's different other places, you get 3 gifts. How much a piece?
I mean, I think we set the limit of
like 20 total.
$25.
So you split it up. We get one every Monday for the 3 weeks in December.
Yeah. Staff that participate fill out a little questionnaire ahead of time of their likes and things like that. So you hopefully can get... you get things that you want, which makes it nice. So
it's a lot of fun. What are some of the things that you got this time?
Oh, gosh. I got a really cool pair of socks about being a principal. I can't remember what the saying was on it, but it was really cool.
Yeah.
Got some glasses. Sorry, some really funny glasses. That makes me laugh to think about the glasses I got. They're kind of like veneer blind glasses.
He looks pretty funny with them.
I know. And
he really...
Oh my gosh, I can't stop laughing.
He is losing
They're fun.
He's actually wearing the glasses right now, so I'm sure.
I'm not, but I thought about wearing them because I thought that would be kind of cool. What else did I get? Got some, chocolate covered pretzels because those are always good. I like chocolate and pretzels. Put the two together. Can't beat it. Yep. How about you? What did you get in your little Secret Santa bags?
Well, I love, and this is going to sound weird probably unless you know what it is, but I love the drink Liquid Death.
Wow.
Yeah. It's not what you think. It's actually just flavored water, but
it doesn't sound like flavored water.
No, it sure doesn't, but it is
sounds
good.
Like Liquid Death.
Yeah,
like
it does.
You might
it
die if you drink
like
this.
It's scary, but so my Secret Santa, who I finally found out who it was today, so shout out to my Secret Santa.
Woo!
Thank you.
Who was it? Can you tell us?
Brenda Fleetwood.
Aw, Brenda Fleetwood. Shout out to Brenda.
You know what?
Give it up for Brenda Fleetwood, everybody.
Brenda is a second grade teacher here, and she was a great Secret Santa. So I got a whole case of my favorite Liquid Death, and she knows I love popcorn, and so I got tons of popcorn, and I also got some antlers, some reindeer antlers, and
nice.
I know I got. Some light up necklace, a light
Like
up.
Christmas tree light necklace?
Yeah, kinda.
Okay.
It was awesome. So shout out to my Secret Santa because she
Shout
the
out.
bomb.
She's the bomb. It's just fun seeing those kind of things. And again, it's people have fun this week with it. It just helps. I think it just helps us get through
Absolutely.
because it's tough.
One teacher did, I will say this, had a Secret Santa who wrote clues and had placed their presents around the school. And they had to follow the clues each week, follow the clues to find their present.
That's creative.
That's creative. That's cool.
I don't have that kind of energy
Yeah, Brad did not do that.
or time.
Right. But, so, I mean, people really get into it. It's a lot of fun. I mean, you guys know, everybody probably has done a Secret Santa once or twice, but we like to do it.
And above all, it builds community when the
For
day's
sure.
said and done. It helps your culture in your building to do these things. So just be creative and have fun. Do some fun things during Christmas time. It builds memories for staff and students. And that's one thing I had wrote down in notes as we kind of prepared for this episode was I'm really big on experiences and memories for our kids. I think back to when I was their age. I don't remember what reading book I used. I don't remember what math book I used. I do remember academic stuff, but I do really remember things like field trips or our Christmas programs and the fun things.
Please tell them about the Christmas program that you told me about.
Okay,
The
so
quick story. Sorry.
very quick story.
I heard this the other day, and it needs to be shared with
It's not
everyone.
crazy, but when I was in first grade, at our Christmas program, our class had to reenact "'Twas the Night Before Christmas," and I don't know how I got chosen to be the dad, but I was the dad, and I can remember my mom going out and buying this like full length nightgown, like sleep shirt, whatever you want to call it, red and white striped, and I had a red and white striped sleep cap, a little ball on the end of it. I in my cap laying down at night and rushed to the window.
We do know the story.
I don't really know the story, but that was my memory. Like I told Kylie, like I remember dressing up as the dad from "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" and acting it out as it was read. So it was a big role for me, actually.
I guess. It probably started your podcast career.
It might have jump started a little
I
bit.
think it did. I think we've been
It
in
was
podcasts since then.
Probably Oscar nominated, didn't win,
Oh.
but the nomination
Still out there.
still out there.
Still out there.
So that's one thing I remember from like my elementary Christmas experiences. Again, the music programs were always a big thing. Class parties are always a good time.
Absolutely.
There'll be a lot of those happening tomorrow. Sugar
Yeah.
highs as the kids leave the building and the bus drivers frown and scowl at
Yeah.
us, but it's all good.
Absolutely.
What do you remember from your elementary years, Miss Kylie? What was your
Well,
favorite?
This is gonna surprise nobody, probably, but my favorite memory is the birthday Christmas snacks that I used to bring in to celebrate my birthday.
Because your birthday is when? It's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow. Well, when this pod drops,
It'll be your
today.
birthday.
Yes,
It's your birthday. We're gonna podcast like it's your birthday.
So it will. When this drops, it is my birthday. So I remember, because I'm quite a snacker. So I remember the Christmas.
You are a snacker.
I am a snacker. Christmas puppy chow. I don't even know. I know it's a
Mm-hmm.
name. I know my mom had a name for it. It was wonderful. Shout out to my mom for making it every birthday for me
Wait a
to
minute.
take to school.
Doesn't that have chocolate in it?
Well, I liked chocolate back then.
Oh, okay. Because Kylie does not like chocolate
But you know what?
right now.
I don't like chocolate, but maybe this one didn't. It had almond bark, so it probably didn't have chocolate.
Okay.
But it might have M&Ms. I'm gonna have to. I'll ask my. You know what? I'll shoot my
Wait,
mom a text
almond
right
bark,
now.
Puppy chow, bark, puppy. Look at there. Sound effect time.
Oh, that was so funny, Brad.
Delayed reaction. Okay.
So I will. I'll text my mom right now and ask her how she made the almond bark Christmas puppy chow that I brought
So did
every
it have,
single
like,
year.
Cheerios, M&M's, stuff
I
in it?
don't really remember.
I
I just
like-
remember it was
Yeah.
so good.
I think I know
Almond
what you're
bark.
talking
That's
about.
all I remember. The almond bark. But that's my memory. I just remember always bringing the same thing in. We had a blast, and then it was Christmas break because
Good
my
stuff.
birthday kind of rocks right there, right when Christmas break's getting ready to start. So,
It does. Delicious. Now I'm hungry for
well,
almond
maybe my
bark
mom can bring us
puppy
some.
chow.
So.
Get mom on that. Text her.
Shout out.
Don't text her what was in it. Just say, could you just make some of this for us, please?
I'll work on it.
Okay. Hey, we've talked about the challenges. We talked about the fun things. We're pretty much to the end of episode 2 already. How did that happen? We're like at 20 minutes right there. 20 minutes we just
Wow,
hit.
we're pretty good.
We try to keep these to about 20 minutes because we don't want people to get bored.
I don't know how you could get bored with the two of us talking.
I mean, there's that. So
I mean, yeah.
that's
So,
all I can say.
sorry. You know what? You can tell. The holidays take a toll on everybody.
We're tired.
We're tired. It's the day before the last day of school, and we're tired.
We're tired, and the kids are tired, and we got one more day.
But we're
we
gonna
can
make it.
we can make it. Tomorrow will be a fun day. Hopefully, a good day for our kids. It's always kind of bittersweet because it is sad at the end of the day when we know we're not going to see them for 2 weeks. But you know, they need a break. We need a break, and I think when we come back on January 6th, everyone will be energized and ready to go to push through what we like to call the mid-year blues,
Ooh.
which is going to be the topic of
Podcast episode number 3.
Trace.
Trace.
Episode 3. We're going to talk about mid-year blues at an elementary school and what all that entails.
Especially at ours because our spring break is late.
Yes.
Compared to many other places. So we have a very long stretch for those blues to happen.
It'll be, we'll talk about all the things. And that doesn't sound like, how are we going to talk about something fun when we're talking about the blues?
Brad, everything we talk about is fun.
All right. So we'll have to figure out between now and next week some fun things that we can help not make us blue. Does that sound right?
I needed a sound effect there to to wrap that up, Brad, because I wasn't sure where we were going with it. But
Yeah, I don't know either. Not sure.
I think it might be time to go. I think
it is.
You know
definitely.
what, everybody?
I think it's time to go.
I think everybody. We hope you have a great holiday season. We are thankful that you're listening to the podcast. Make sure to check it out. You can download it on Apple Podcasts now.
Yep, and hopefully coming to YouTube soon to make it a little bit easier for everybody. We want you to continue to reach out with some questions, comments, and just if you got a topic that you want us to talk about, because we'll run out of topics sooner or later. But
we won't run out of the ability to talk to each other, but we will run out of topics, and you won't want to hear us just rambling.
Maybe you will.
We tried that today, and
I feel like we're doing that right now.
yeah. So, all right. Thanks, everybody. Have a great holiday season.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, and class dismissed.
Dismissed.